Jacksonville rapper Young and Ace arrested by Jacksonville Beach police around midnight. So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We have people that are always watching them. Yeah. Back behind the passing of Foolio's case files were updated today, revealing new evidence against Young and Ace. It reads Jacksonville rapper Young and Ace to be arrested in 2026. The sheriff announced several crimes in the area are due to Young and Ace and his team ATK. Expect a possible RICO. This had Young and Ace being exposed in the trial of Alicia Andrews, as it wrote. Witness who partied with Theo the night of his passing revealed she dated Young and Ace's brother, Trayvon Bullard. Fans believe testimony will lead to ATK RICO. Some point when you were younger, did you date someone who was associated with a rapper by the name of Young and Ace? Yeah. What is Young and Ace's real name? Keontae. Is that Keontae Bullard? MHM. And who were you dating that was related to Mr. Bullard? Trayvon. How is Trayvon Bullard related to Keontae Bullard? They're brothers. When did you date him? In 2018. And did something happen to him? Yeah, he passed away. When did he pass away? June 5th, 2018. And how did he pass away? Was that a part of this rival? I'm assuming this had people reacting to the case, saying this Foolio trial is crazy. The feds are watching. Whoever Young and Ace is, they drafting up the RICO. They claim it stands for Ace Top Hitting. With Young and Ace knowing the feds were after him, he began getting mad when venues and the feds started shutting down his shows as he was forced into canceling, which shows the feds are likely trying to limit Ace's income before a RICO case. Jacksonville police, and I don't know how they be doing it, but they always call around to cancel my shows. What's up with y'all? What's going on? Why y'all want to cancel my show? I don't even live there in Jacksonville. Why y'all want to cancel why y'all trying to my money? Yeah, man. Why try it all my life? 'Cause y'all worry about what I got going on. I ain't with y'all. Y'all cancel all my shows. But I just had a show in Tampa. Y'all got my show canceled in Tampa. I had a show in Virginia. got my show canceled. I had a show in Gainesville. Why cancel my show in Gainesville before they told her, you feel me? Like what's really going on? They even publicly called him out at a press conference with it reporting Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters sends a PSA to Young and Ace and his crew after Foolio's hitters were caught. So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community. This even had the prosecutors confirming in court that Young and Ace is an ATK. So, sorry, not the meaning of ATK, but that Young and Ace is a part of ATK. Did you say whether you know that? Yeah. Okay. ATK and 6 Block. Do those two groups get along? No. Charles Jones, just to the jury, is a part of 6 Block. Is that correct? Yeah. And Young and Ace is a part of ATK. Is that correct? Yeah. And to your knowledge, Alicia Andrews is not a part of either of those. Correct. I don't know. I don't know her. All right. Miss Albert, going back to these drill rap videos, in particular, the song of Charles Jones about your boyfriend. Is that When I See You? Is that the song that you're talking about? I guess. Yeah. Okay. And that's one of the music or drill rap videos that you don't like. Is that correct? I don't care for them. However, during trial, it was revealed that Young and Ace sent a meme to a suspect's phone, which makes fun of Foolio at the time he passed, proving Ace had full knowledge of what was going down. The state presented a picture from Gatwright's cell phone taken one day after showing a bottle of Don Julio. The detective testified that based on knowledge, this represents an insult to the rapper Foolio. Although Young and Ace began getting very worried about getting charges against him personally for being connected to the ATK team. So he tweeted, "Ain't no such thing as ATK anymore. That stuff is gone and over with," which he backed up with a video on Instagram. I say no more ATK. It ain't no more you talking about going do tripping. Everybody always got to say these when it's time for the Lord to be paid. Be it got all this to say where the be it though we need to get berated. When it's time to spend that money where we got to say, but don't be on man, They don't get no feet wet or nothing, man. Be talking, man, wrong with these man talking about uncomfort. Don't talk. Like me don't talk, don't get man. I say no more ain't no more. Shortly after Foolio passed, he appeared on an interview with DJ Academics, and he straight up asked Ace if he was responsible for what happened to Foolio, and he laughed. I mean, some people feel like you were behind that. But people feel like I'm behind lots of, but I'm not. I'm not behind. I'm working. I'm grinding every day. I'm grind. I got a family. I'm working. I'm grinding. I'm trying to be big. I'm trying to be big. The police really believe Ace is guilty because not only do they call him out by name, but another cop talks about the team here. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rivalings of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6th block. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville. Ace has been keeping a trail of evidence against him based off how involved he is with the team. Almost everyone believes he played at least some sort of part based on how often he interacted with the people who did the crime. Another street member was claiming on video that Young and Ace put up $10,000 to deal with Foolio around the same time he passed. They on everything I love, bro. On the homies, bro, put it on everything on my soul, on my kids. I'm the one that smacked Foolio that night when he got at his birthday celebration. Bro, you feel me? I ain't gonna show my face or give my identity away or nothing like that. But you know, I did that. You feel me? It was money on his head. You feel me? I rock with Ace and them boys, you feel me? ATK, you feel me? I be in Jacksonville heavy, you feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, you feel me? I did that, you feel me? I handled that cause you know Ace had that money on his head. You know Ace had done put that 10K up. Told me to slide. Told me to cause you know he got tired of that running his mouth playing all the time. You feel me? So what had to be done had to be done. You feel what I'm saying? So I just handled it. You feel me? It is what it is, bro. However, the police have officially released a breakdown of how the crime went down and how Foolio was taken out. They start out by saying on the morning of June 23rd, 2024, Foolio was taken out by an ambush in Tampa, Florida. The weekend was supposed to be a birthday party celebration for Foolio, but it quickly turned into the worst night imaginable. Foolio rented out an Airbnb for the weekend to host the party. He really hyped up the party by posting it to his Instagram account, saying that he was throwing a party and for everyone to message him for the address. Hey, the pool party start the day at 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up. Man, you got the address. Pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. Full party. Start at 6 o'clock. DM me for the address of DMFio Bookie ESPN. I'm going to put it right here. We just got here, bro. You got to add it. Man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We have to get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man. It's up. However, the night began to take a turn when Foolio and his friends got the party shut down after 2 hours. Cops were called for noise complaints, and they contacted the landlord of the home, who eventually kicked Foolio's party out of the house. This wasn't enough partying for Foolio. He wanted to continue the night, so he made a backup plan to go to a nearby club. The only issue was he posted the advertisement and location of the spot on his Instagram for everyone to see. With the location being as clear as ever to where Foolio was going, his ops started sharing the information and location back and forth to set him up. Foolio showed exactly where he was going on Instagram by claiming he was going to the upstairs lounge, which based off the information he gave out, you knew exactly where he was for the night. We can't do my birthday, man. Everybody, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Deep. We deep as 20 dicks lit everywhere we go. This gave the ops plenty of time to figure out a plan together, and it only took 30 minutes before they had 2 members sitting outside waiting for Foolio to leave the club. Once it got much later, and they were finally done partying, they had to figure out a new place to stay for the night. His manager eventually found a Holiday Inn hotel a few minutes down the road, and they began heading over. Once they arrived at the hotel, His manager goes in to figure out the hotel room situation for everybody. Meanwhile, the rest of them are sitting in the parking lot. It was within a few minutes that the cops began to pull up. One car pulled in from a main entrance, blocking the exit, and a group of 3 men came in from a side parking lot on foot. At 4:38, 3 exited a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a hand and 2. This barrage of fire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video. This is at the hotel, and you can see the Schurs are getting in position for their planned out. Once they pulled up, the entire crime was done in a couple minutes before the ops fled the scene. But the saddest part was Fio's cousin's testimony in trial. The news wrote, Felio's cousin, who was in the car with him when it happened, couldn't stop his tears while describing his final moments. Okay, so you fell asleep after that after he came back to the car, or you started dozing? Yes. Can you just tell the jurors what you saw inside of the car at that point? You said you saw Fio laid out. Yeah, first thing I saw Fio laid out. I thought it was a car accident. I looked up, saw the booze, and I saw Zelling. Okay, so you thought it was a car accident, and then you looked up, saw the holes, and you saw Z. Is that Xavier Edwards? Yes. You saw him covered in yes. Okay, so he wanted you to look at his head because he thought he had been hit, and then when you tried to do that, you saw this in your arm. Yes. Where were you? On my arm. Okay. Do you still have a scar from that? Okay. Do you recognize it as a Charles Jones black Charger? Yes. Okay. You okay? I'm good. You sure? Yes. Do you recognize the photograph? Yes. It was clear that they had planned to take out Foolio for some time, and were just waiting for the opportunity. Within 30 minutes of the crime, it was reported that Young and Ace dropped a diss track titled Do It, which featured many disses at Julio Foolio. Young and Ace's right-hand man even shared an old tweet from King Von which read, "Game over, we won, stupid." To make it even clearer that the Ace song was directed at Foolio, he purposefully remixed the lyrics that Fio sang in a different song, because in Fio's song, he rapped the lyrics. Went out to eat on his birthday. 4 hit, 3 pass in the worst way. He kept dissing on me. Now we hitting 23. Young and Ace flipped the lyrics and rapped 4 in a car and one of them gone. 3 got hit. What's crazy is Ace's mother seems to encourage the crime that happens in Jacksonville because they were on a live stream together and she was laughing about what happened to Fio. You are my best friend. Hey, y'all know what's going on though. Y'all stop playing with us. Talia, you told get on your boy and we did that Dio. Chill _____, chill. But there's reports that people even targeted Julio Foolio's mother at the same time. Fio's mom says she was targeted 8 times and allegedly named Young and Ace as the culprit, and academics asked Ace about the situation. So now she's a mother. She's not involved. She was a nurse, or whatever the case is. This is what I hear. She got 8 times. The police showed up and asked her, "Hey, ma'am, who you guess who she allegedly said?" Allegedly, she said, "I got shot by Young and Ace." Young and Ace was on him some type of supervisor lease at the time. Police go, the I guess his probation officers say, "Yo, you gotta come in now." And they're about to lock up Young and Ace for Fio's mom. But detectives noticed there was something wrong about the way that Fio was posting his location constantly. They dug up an old interview of Julio Foolio where he said that his team and Ace's team were going to create a song together in hopes of stopping the crime against each other. But many wonder if that was just to catch Julio Foolio off guard. On the record, y'all probably noticed, even though I said what I said, my bro, me and Jay Breeze supposed to be doing a Stop the Violence song. We probably get that __ in motion song and just get that out the way for the kids, for the youth, and yeah, hell yeah, we got to make this look better. Man, you and Jay Breezy have a Stop the Violence record coming. Yeah, that it's talked about. I'd met about it. My big cousin wrote him about the tour. He said he with it. I'm with it. But basically right now we trying to find a beat. Ace's team did it because they only wanted to set up Fio. They didn't want to stop the crime because there was too much history between them. They've been going after each other for years. And back in 2022, Ace's friend ATK Mitch passed. This was likely the motivation for going after Julio Foolio, as he got pulled over by the police where they questioned him about Mitch. But he acted like he knew nothing. All right, so I didn't want to bring it up. I know you're going to be upset. Mitch, there's some text going to talk to you real quick about laughing. Mitch, come on. How long that's going to take? Not that long. Depends on you. They just going to ask you what you know about Laugh. He was even taken into the police station where they interrogated him. But Foolio didn't want to say nothing. Used to come to my mama house. I used to stay on the car. You come over. You know what I'm saying? Support. What type of work do you do? I'm an artist. You're an artist? Okay, as far as Mitch go, what are you hearing? No, really. I was in Miami when I heard the news. You get what I'm saying? I was down making music when I saw posting on Instagram. Mitch, everybody, the whole Jacksonville, Mitch. The detectives wanted to find out who Foolio was to Mitch, how they knew each other, and whether or not Julio had the motivation to take him out. All right, the reason why I'm here, I am lead on your friend's case. You didn't have a friend. Is it recently got killed? A lot of friends that recently, Mitch. Oh, yeah. So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me a, just run down on your relationship when y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever? Despite Julio keeping quiet, the detectives tried fishing for any information they could get. Guys, if you may know or hear something, that'll be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom, then I'm pretty sure you will want to have some answers as well. My little brother, I don't know who did this. I don't know. I ain't hear that. What I'm saying, you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just heard. They said, little brother. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my at the time, though. You ain't tired of that, man? Yeah, but I'm this angry the detectives. But they asked if Theo thinks more crime happens around him because of the stuff he raps about, as he constantly rapped about the real crime happening in Jacksonville. Do you think that your music or your ways or the way you conduct yourself through your music had anything to do with him? No, because even before I was rapping, it was, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say it's my music. That why somebody, you get what I'm saying? Okay, do you think it influenced someone or trigger someone, like the way y'all going back and forth? Do you feel that way? No. A song can't make no do nothing, bro. But in the current day, when Ace realized the feds are watching his every move, he hopped on Instagram and tried to speak about Julio Foolio in a positive light. But you can tell he just wasn't serious at all. And it comes off like he's mocking him. What you think about Theo, cause that's sad. TW. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all boys in the street. Why leave the streets alone? TW, y'all just got to stay. Y'all got to it so funny cause me. Bro, like we cool. Like we was cooling, you feel me? Me and him like we cool. I was just so funny. I was just talking, I'm like, bro, you got to stop the way, bro. You know blood out here. Like, stop the way. Real like you know how with your real way. The police believe that Young and Ace paid the 5 hitmen who were on the scene when they took out Foolio. The current people legally responsible for the case are Alicia, Isaiah, Sean, Rashad, and Devon. But Ace's name could be involved if any one of them take a plea deal and snitch on him. But Academics in his interview with Ace was straight up with him by saying that he's probably next to be dealt with. Whack 100 recently spoke about you, and he says you're next. Why would you say that, bro? Why would you wish that? I don't know if he was wishing that. I think he's just thinking about, like, in terms of, people want to get to the target, like to the high-profile target. And if Theo is out of the way now, they're like, well, the only way to make another thing is you. In case you didn't know, Ace was targeted by Theo's team once in the past, which resulted in his brother passing. But Ace made it. With Theo now gone, you'd think his team is looking for some revenge still and could be planning a hit. Trying to come for the whole RJ. I'm trying to open the door. I open the door. I'm pushing him up. I'm like, I got you, bro. I got you. He had brown shirt like I can't move. He tell me you can't move, I took my account go. What's interesting is the sheriff in Jacksonville believes that the drill music they make is a huge motivation into all the crime that's been happening in the streets. They probably look at the way King Von was able to commit crimes and turn that into a music career where he got extremely rich from it. But obviously that didn't end well for Vaughn either. The drill rappers. You have drill down here. Oh, yeah, I thought that was a Chicago thing. No, man. It's just down here, too, man. And the thing about it is we like to run them out of town. Like, there's a couple of them that they know they can't live here anymore. There was a particular song. What's Vanessa Carlton? What's the name of that song? It's real catchy. Everybody likes it. Yeah, 1,000 Miles. They sampled her song, and then they made a song or rap to it, and they were talking about people that actually been in Jacksonville. About 5 or 6 of them, right? They named them that song. They did name it. Yes. But that's what drill rap is. It's nonsense, but it's impactful because they're talking about people that have actually been those people have parents. They have mothers. They have fathers. They have brothers and sisters that feel the effects of what's going on. Anything is a joke.